everyone, salut la compagnie! We are pleased to introduce you our first battle report in English with the first time in the battle bunker or the Titus War Hall here. And the first time for me as playing Starks. Yes, everything happened.
Nice to meet you again.
Yes.
It's been so long with no time to play. So today we test the new version, the 2021 version. So
Indeed.
very exciting about that. We'll play Honey I'm Ready.
Yeah.
It's a new scenario, the new version 2021. So
You're
a
ready?
new version, a new unit, new rules, and a new victory for one of us.
Yes, we are honored and ready.
So for this first game I will play neutral army. My general will be Ramsay. I will play two parts, Bloody Mammers and Bolton. In my Bolton part I will have a Curseword, I have a Flagman, and I have a Blackguard. In these three units, no attachment. And in the second part I have the Bloody Mammers and the Zors Bloody Mammers. And my general is in the Bloody Mammers unit. First time on the table. We'll see.
First time for me to playing with Starks. You see I have a Robb list with everything available now. So one unit of Berserkers, one unit of Great Axes, two units of Swan Swords with one in a Robb in it, and a Wolf, Greywind. So it's the first time for me, so I will play on an adaptive way of playing, because I don't know everything of the Starks, and I got to see what happened. I will choose that place.
I will be the first player.
So I choose my deployment zone to avoid to get the bog in front of me and to barely use properly the ability of Holland Grid, which influence a unit get the enduring and rough keyword in addition to other, and every terrain that unit move through. So I will capitalize on that, and avoiding to be, for me, avoiding to be in a bad situation with movement.
For the deployment, Nicolas Chabalou wins the dice, so he chooses the turn. So he chooses one side without the bug. I will do the same. So he starts deployment, I finished. This way I can keep in reserve my flagman I deploy in last. And this way I want to separate my army in two parts because he got 3 units in the center, Berserker, Relax and Stark Stormfjord. I don't think I can fight it straight ahead, so I placed my army to be able to flank in each side. That's the way I think, maybe we'll see. So I choose to be the first player because it's choose a turn, and the thing is I would like to be the first player on turn 3, and I think turn 1 will be an observation turn when look each other who is doing not many things. For me, turn 2 will do the same thing. I will observe it and watch it happen, and I really want to be in position of fight in turn 3. That's why I choose this.
Let's go!
Go for fight. So, comme je l'ai dit tout à l'heure, je vais prendre le premier tour. As I said, I will be the first player. So, first activation for me, I will activate Varys. He will go on the letters.
Up to you! À ta guise!
Donc première activation pour moi, j'utilise Varys qui va se poser sur les lettres. Donc je vais tirer 2 cartes. 2 turns.
Start of any turn. I play enough remembers on my berserkers. So, I have my first move. I'm Stark. I go on the horses with Howland Reed.
Yes.
I will influence the Bolton Flademan. So I have to do a maneuver. Up to you.
So my turn.
Yes.
So my turn, start of the turn, I will play Spoil of War to influence this unit, the flagman.
I activate Rose Bolton, use 1 token to panic your Stark Sword. Then I place it on the wells, replace the effect zone by his ability, and you will suffer a panic test on the Sword Sword.
It's a 6-up panic test, and I am panicked.
I will use a token
Yes.
and you will reroll the 4.
Good. Passed. Okay.
Nice. Up to you.
Thank you. Start of a turn. And we use the Robb Stark order. I will march 12. Less than 12 here. It's my activation.
So I will play Meticulous Playing. As I got the tactics, I can choose a card of my general and add it to my hand. I will play the black card and they will march at H8.
I will use Jakanogar to give, to take the crown zone first. So I will force the Bloody Mummers Horse Riders to do a panic test.
great.
The effect of Jacken is when he's activated, he may copy an influence. So, he may copy the influence of all 100 to put on the source here. Up to you.
Start of any turn, I will play at the start of the turn circle strategy. I activate the cursor, the pivot, and go straight 5. And there, activate. Okay.
Now, start of my turn, I have no effect. If you have, you can.
Now, start of your turn, I will play sadistic games. Sadistic games, pardon. In French, it's sadic. You have to choose.
Yes. Let's go for the panic.
I panic your berserkers on your swarm sword.
I will activate my swan swords, my panicked one. I will march them up. Maybe not marching. No need for marching. No. Just maneuver them. Moving them. 5. Up, pivoting and put them here. Up to you.
I will activate my Zor's unit.
Up to you. Start of any turn. I will play swift reposition with my berserkers. It's normally a shift of 2, but if I control the horses, it's a maneuver of 3. So I will maneuver the berserkers. Now I can move. I will activate my great axes and match up 10 because now they are moving 5. Up to you.
Start of the turn. I will replay meticulous planning. I've got the letter, it's the same thing. Discard and I can choose a general card. I will activate my flyman and will mark my position to be sure. I activate my flyman, they pivot and move 5 as a free maneuver. And then they go straight as march, but not at the end, they stop at 9.
I will activate Robb. And moving 5. Up to you.
I will activate my last unit.
Yes.
It's Ramsay.
Ramsay Bolton.
So I will use issue command.
2 up for the charge with issue command. Good.
The doors successfully charge contact on adding a 50%, and before rolling dice I use a card. Our blades are sharp.
To sum up for you, that charge. So, Philip play issue command, Ramsay not activate, not do anything that turn, but the horses charge. They charge on the free up, the charge pass, but I have copied the influence of Holland with Jacken, so they move through a terrain, because it's a wormwood tree. They got in the ring and rough, -1 applied, and now it's a rough, so no rerolling for the charge.
It's an error about the keyword. It's in the ring that prevent the charge rerolls, not the rough keyword, which is -1 to move.
But Philip play sadistic game. I'm panicked, so he get precision, and because he's not Bolton house unit, he can't reroll, but he gets the ability of the horses, so he get +1 and critical blows.
7 dice on 3 plus.
No, on 4 up, because you have
But +1.
Okay. +1
+1 is the same.
Yeah, 3 up. No rerolling.
3 up, 6 is gain precision and critical blow.
Yes, they are not cumulative.
So 1-6. What the fuck?
So,
1 death, 1 save.
no thundering, it's 5 up. 2 dead. So it's 3 with the wound off. First blood. Panic test, yes, on
Normal.
+1, 4 up. Good, I'm panicked. Yeah, I know.
What is this 2?
Get rid of that. 4 up. Good.
Okay. It's up to you.
Strong. Okay, I will use Sons of Stark on the swords.
Yeah. Je vais utiliser Varys. I will use Varys.
After I complete the action with
I tell you. No
Okay.
problem. Do it.
go that way and strike true with my berserkers. It's 7 dice on 4 up. No reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. 5 up.
Sauvegarde.
5.
5 plus. 3 morts.
And a panic test at 6, please.
Un panic test of the desors. À 6. Réussi.
You're good.
As you use the attack zone, I will use the Varys token, and you will suffer 3 hits on your berserkers.
Un ennemi souffre de 3 touches. 3 touches au berserker.
Okay. 3 save for berserkers. 5 up. 2. Yeah. So it's not an attack, no panic test. It's up to me. I have a wolf. And that's it.
He played faster than I think he was able to do with his Berserker, because he used tactical card of Robb and maneuver, and then he goes straight and he goes far with his berserker. I have to plan something to play against this, so I use issue command to place my... First I place my horse in the flank, he reacts with a tactical card of Robb, and then I have the choice, I have to play a horse and charge in the front. Charge was not efficient, I do not so much dead, but in return when he attacks, I only use 3 wounds. It's not enough with my morale and my armor save. So I've got a good hand, I think. He will play first. So if my source is not destroyed, maybe I can react with as soon as with my flagman and try to go on this little berserkers. I think it's the first unit I have to destroy. Maybe he will have some trouble with his unit because they are in line, and maybe it will be a problem for him to move through this unit. Sorry. I'm not in line. I'm all around. Maybe it's a good position for me against him. We'll see.
First turn with Starks, you see I've put a wall of my striking unit on the front. I want to put the battle on the left side, on my left side, and I go with Robb and shift position with Robb and the red axis. The Berserker were engaged by the Horse Riders, but I foresee that movement. It's because I played Swift Advance just to move back 3 inches to take the charge from the front. So now I have, I'm first player, I have 2 choices. One, use the sword to strike on the Horse Rider, but I'm not sure to killing them. Even with the panic test because there are 6, or use the horses to retreat, and Robb is retreat, it's all retreat and strike and go back and strike. Maybe it's a good idea, but it implies letting the horse free to play, and that's a pain in the ass, as you know. Maybe it's better for me to strike them, to continue to strike them. We'll see. Of a turn. I play card. You have card to play? No. First move for me. I will use Hollandrid to go on the swords.
Yes.
And put his influence on the flagman.
Yeah, I will use 1.
Okay.
Donc j'utiliserai Varys à la fin.
To put some hits. Oui. Okay. I will go 50 that way. And strike. So now, because I am on 2 rank, I got +1 dice. Strike. I have 8 dice with that hitting on 3 up because 1 wound remain. 1 rank less, and let's go. 3 up. 6. 5. 5.
5 touches.
5 hit and 5 up.
4.
And a panic test at 6, please.
6, ok. Donc 4 morts. Hop.
Okay.
Tu prends 3 touches.
Yeah, 3 hit and 5 up on the Berserkers.
Un de berserker.
Okay.
2 morts. Est-ce que non, j'utilise pas le minérable. Je vais donc jouer surprise stratégie qui me permet...
Start of a turn, I will play Surplus Strategy.
Pour... En 1. Voilà. Donc,
I discard 1 card cruel method. Plus surplus strategy. I look in my discard for the card, use your command and add it to my hand.
Start of enemy turn. I have an order, the Robb one. I will use it, the card, and shift them on 3.
Je vais donc, je pense qu'il ne faut pas hésiter, activer cette unité.
Yep. Go for it.
Donc I will activate my fleetmen, they are under influence of alarm, so they lose 1 to their move.
If you go through terrain,
I want.
if you don't, you just minus to hit. If you
Okay.
go through terrain,
I will not. So I move my flyman, they move up 5 as a 3 maneuvers and pivot, and then I am on the flank. I have to roll a dice to know if disorderly or not, but it's automatically in.
not disorderly.
I'm vicious.
You're vicious.
I've gained critical blow,
Yep,
7 dice
yep.
on 3 plus,
4 up.
4 up, reroll,
Yep,
on critical blow,
yep.
7. Alors, pour l'instant c'est une vraie catastrophe.
3 hits now.
Ah, c'est mieux. Ça fait 6. 7. 7.
6 up.
5 morts.
Yep,
Ils sont 5.
yep. Dead unit. 1 point for you.
Yes.
And you can search for.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Yep.
I've got Spoil of War. So with this unit, it destroys a unit.
Mhm.
So I've got a token.
Yes.
Euh, 4, je vais me mettre là. Donc, je recule. 1, 2, alors, je suis là. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hop. Et je vais pivoter à la fin, comme ça. Et eux, ils ont un pivot.
Wait. And I got another token because you destroyed an enemy unit.
Moi, je vais me mettre en pivot.
Just a pivot.
Pivot.
So, I destroyed a berserker to me. I put a token on his card, I put a token on mine. Now, it's my turn. I will use the great axis and I declare devastating impact. So, enemy successfully charged by this unit become panicked and vulnerable. I charge at 6. It's auto in. I will strike them, charge them, panic and vulnerable them, and maybe hope to kill them. So, pivot here, 6, 7, over there. So, you're panicked and vulnerable? Okay, thank you. Now, I on 7 dice, and before performing a melee attacks, before rolling attack dice, I will use the order of the order champion inside. Again, vicious, and roll me the highest attack dice value. So it's 7 dice, 3 up, thundering, is panicked and vulnerable. Now it's 3 hits, 3 up. It's 6 hits on 6. fixes and is vulnerable. He's dead. One victory point for me. Okay. And a search for.
I will use Varys on the maneuver. I will move 6.
Yep.
Here's Ramsay.
I will get on Chaplin on the headers, influencing my unit, giving them precision. Put a weaken here and draw 2 cards.
I activate Rose Bolton. I use the token on add the panic token on your great axis. I place it on the waves and withdraw the weakened token on the flyman.
I will activate the Swan Swords. Go 5. Claim the token. Go there. Up to you.
Activate the Vanguard, the march, just to cover completely the objective.
Start of any turn. Now we play swift reposition. So I will shift them 2. I will use Sansa on the crown. Use my order. I replace the zone and get back a card. So I will get a swift reposition in my hand with the order of Sansa.
I will play issue command and replace the activation of my unit, general unit, by a charge with a unit in long range. The flightmen are in, so they declare a charge on the great axis. They need anything but 1, so they successfully charge.
J'ai fait 4 as.
Non mais de toute façon, comme tu charges dans le marais, tu prends quand même les effets du marais.
Oui, mais c'est pas désordonné, c'est que l'as.
Oui,
Prends les effets du marais.
donc tu relances pas la charge. Tu peux jouer ta carte.
Voilà, je me mets
The flightmen successfully charge, so I play a card. Our blade are sharp, so you are panicked. I'm getting precision, and I am Bolton unit. I can reroll my dice. So I've got 7 dice on 3 plus, but -1 because of all-round influence. So 7 dice on 4 plus with critical blow.
Allez les gars.
I put a vulnerable token on my unit.
Alors, hop. Donc ça fait quand même. Ça fait 7
So 7 hit on 2 wounds.
Allez, 7 on 4 up. 7. J'en ai perdu 2.
With the Spoil of War influence. I have got 1 token, so you were vulnerable before the attack, so you have to reroll your success.
Non.
C'est un test de panique par contre là. À moins 2.
You've got a panic test on -3 because vicious on 1/1 on the Bolton unit, but you've got +1 because of the werewolf tree, so you've got a panic test I'm -2.
I have a 7 up panic test and I am panicked.
You've got a panic test at 7, so you roll 7. I use a panic token and you will reroll 6.
Non, 4. 3. 4 parce que je donne plus un moins.
Oui, mais moi j'en enlève avec un yielding. Exact.
So you've got 4 dead, +1 with Bolton ability, but -1 with your ability of Rotax, so only 3 dead.
Donc c'est à toi de jouer.
I will activate my wolf, die wolf. Do you have a start of any turn?
No.
God, I have. I play on Robb Stark Swift Reposition.
So, alors je vais activer, mais que soit, ils vont pivoter. Bouger de 5. Pivoter. Je vais mettre juste en lisière ce truc là, si je dois faire une marche au prochain tour, hein, c'est annoncé, je serai juste sur le bord, d'accord? Ok, et c'est terminé pour mon tour.
I will activate Robb, mash this unit up to 10, just claiming the objective. That way. It's end the round, so we can score a point and do the arrow on the unit. So we can score 1, 2, 3, 4.
Donc 5 save à 5,
Non,
à 3. 2 morts. 3.
4 up. 1 dead.
5. 4.
4 up. 2 dead.
3.
1 wound on Greywind.
end of round 2. You see it's become very hard for the Stark. Berserker's out. The Great Axis, just one guy left, and he's got first. So bye bye, the Humber Champion. In that way, I go through the objective to try to gain as fast as possible take the advantage on points, but I'm not sure I will last longer. So maybe it's avoiding combat, get through the objective with my full units with ranks, and piss him off with my wolf if he can survive. So we'll see.
End of the turn 2. I as planned at the beginning of the battle. I want to be in position for fighting at the start of turn 3. I think for this part of my plan it's okay. I can destroy this unit of Great Axe as first activation. Do I use the attack or do I check my unit? I will choose. But on the other side, I have to let Nicolas Chevalier go on and take 3 points. So we are now on 5-2, sorry. So I can fight on each side of the battle. I choose to be in position to fight, so it's okay now, I'm in. So I think I have to, and I must make the difference at this turn. I must take objective, I must destroy unit, I must have more activation at the end of the turn to be in position to let him only go on the objective and wait to score points. That's the plan. Will it works? We'll see soon. Now, start of the turn, I use the new spoil of war and put it on my unit of Ramsay Bolton. Okay. So
I can use the order to shift free. I use the order of Robb Stark.
I will activate Rose Bolton. I will use this last token to panic the wolf, and then I will place it on this attack. I won't replace the zone, and I will make this attack with my flagman on the Great Axis.
No crits, just no vulnerable because you don't charge me.
Non, avant de lancer les dés, tu deviens vulnérable.
Before rolling dice, with the spoil of war influence, the Great Axis become vulnerable.
Donc c'est du 3+.
On a jeté de 3 aussi.
Il n'y a pas de critères de toute façon, mais ça
Non,
fait
mais
6
ça
touches.
fait 6 touches.
Okay. 6 forward, vulnerable. Not sufficient.
As the flagmen destroy one unit in short range, they take another token, and they've got such force.
Et c'est à toi de jouer. Thank you.
If you have any card to play, I've got a card to play at the start of the turn. I will play statistic games and let you choose which effect you want. I will panic the last unit on the table was not the Stark Sword with Robb.
I put all on red on the horses. And just
J'utiliserai un token.
if you want. Fire. put all the Hollandry influence on the...
As you use the maneuver, I will use a various token and shift of 3 with my custard.
Ok. Je vais activer eux. Pivoter. Non, c'est pas 6. Et on va pivoter.
So, I will use Sun Stark on the purse to do a shot here. I switch the zone, I use the arrow.
D3.
Plus 2. 3. 5 up.
And 2 morts. 2 morts.
I activate various and rule the special rules to play arrow on your Swamp Sword units.
4 touches.
4 saves, 4 up. 2 average. I will activate my Swan Sword here. Let's gather everyone. To you.
Et on va plutôt pousser en faisant une marche, on va se mettre là. Comme ça. Activate my curse word, c'est move right. I made a march. Then make a march. Not until the end. The stop at 6.
I will use Chakan here. I will copy the influence of friends Howland here. Donc Howland 2, and I will throw arrows here. Again. 5. 4 dead.
I will use various tokens, the last one, to you will suffer a panic test and you stack some sword.
Non, avec Robb. Est-ce que j'utilise le paniqué? 3 et 2, 5, non.
Up to you.
J'utilise eux. Là, il reste. Ils vont juste. On ne bouge pas, comme ça, ils sont au maximum.
I will activate Rewind and charge. And before rolling charge dice, I will play devastating impact here. Not disorderly, so you panicked and vulnerable. So I have 3 but 4 because you're agile. I have panic test to do.
I have a panic test to do because of horrific visage at -2.
Il est passé.
Ouais.
J'ai 2.
T'es paniqué,
Ouais.
je vais regarder.
Ok. Je te tape.
3D.
4. 4 dice. 4 up. 4 hit. 6 up.
I will force you to reroll 6 with vulnerable.
Morale 7. Donc, moins 2, 9, plus 1, 8. And you panicked.
I play worth the risk, as I'm in short range of my commander, I pass the test.
Tu le réussis?
Worth of the rewards, ouais.
Good play, good card play.
Active on my flymen, they don't move.
I will activate Robb Stark. Good. I will play Winter is Coming. T'as pas de carte en main?
Non.
Donc ça me fait relancer la charge quand même, puisque j'ai les chaudes. I will roll for my charge. Let's go yellow! Charge distance. 2. You have to pivot. It's good. G5. Ah oui, c'est bon. Hop. Striking.
Test de morale d'abord.
Oui. Alors t'as un rang. Et fait moins 1.
Non, c'est le nombre de rangs restants à toi.
Because of horrific visage, I have a 6-up panic test to do.
C'est raté, j'en perds 2. So, I will use my order is Stark Fury. One unit performing melee attack before rolling attack dice. 5 dice. I got critical and sundering. -1. 5 up. Charge, just 1. Fuck shit.
Et tu prends les D3, non?
What?
Les Stark Fury.
Alors Stark Fury, c'est
comment
pas
c'est
des
maintenant.
3, c'est 2 moins 1 par le vent, mais c'est à la fin de l'attaque.
J'ai pas vu.
I've got 1 wound,
Yes.
but you've got 4 hits for all your misses.
2 et 1 pour la Stark Fury. Et toi, t'as un test de panique.
You have a 6-up panic test to do.
T'es paniqué. Voilà. Pas besoin.
Tu l'as pas encore là?
Now it's good. I score point, and I can search forth to go forward and get out of the line of sight of the cutthroat.
I'm not in your...
Si, you are.
Là?
Non, you're not.
The thing? I think it's the end of the turn. It's pivoting? Yes, I think we are in the end of the turn. So, you score 2, I score 3, and you can do the arrow. 4 up! Woo! Robb Stark!
Non.
Ici.
Donc,
3,
Ça, c'est
3 up.
Ah.
Cheers!
Donc, il y en a juste un.
Ouais, j'enlève.
Northern Armor.
So end of the turn 3, as I think it was, I destroyed the Great Axe unit, but the very bad surprise for me is my loss of the unit of the general. My general was destroyed because the wolf charged behind. I can't do anything to avoid it. But in fact, the real problem in this is not the charge of the wolf, but the thing that I lose too many people, items, I don't know in English, too many people in my units. So Robb Stark, who was in front of my general, got very excited by that, and he charged normally. If I've even lost a lot, I think he still has the objective and it's done better. So the very big problem for me is the score. He's got 9, I've got 5. For the win, is he has to score only 1 and need 5. So I think it will be very difficult for me to win this game. So we'll see.
Hand of round 3. So you see, I keep in the game, and I now get the upper hand in the game because I'm 9 points. I kill his general, so he can't score 2 any longer, and I have the hand and the button to play first. So I think I will go on the horses to avoid him getting it. With that choice, I can't throw arrows on the block guards or use that for just slightly moving Robb outside of the objective, avoiding arrows and preventing me from dying with panic test and something else. Or I can't move the wolf and start off his turn, just use the 3-inch shift to go out of the objective and avoiding the arrow too. So I think I'm in good position to win that game. Maybe his blackguard will go through my stone sword on my right flank to charge. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Yep. First of all, we say I'm out of arc of that unit. I will put all on red on the horses.
Yes.
On the throat. It's better. I will move the wolf. The wolf. It's impossible, but I can go here. Wolf there.
C'est qui a été influencé par Ramsay? Les cavaliers?
Yeah.
Start of the turn, I will play adaptative method and replace token on Robb unit by a vulnerable token.
Okay. I have a response on the start of the turn. I use the Robb order, tactical reposition, start of enemy turn. In short range of myself, I could perform a free shift. So I perform that way a free shift. I don't control anymore the objective. So I can be target of the arrow.
I'll do that move a little more tricky by putting my unique that way.
On my turn, I will activate my flagman. Donc je pivote. Hop. Pour aller le plus loin possible. On a dit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I activate my flyman, made a free maneuver, and then declare a charge on a Robb stand unit in the flank. I absolutely need a 3 to contact, so let's go. Let's go for 3. Yes, 3. Go.
Donc j'ai une charge à 3+.
I play a card with no use, but who cares?
Supérieur positioning, ce coup de charge. Ça passe.
3 avancées.
Ça fait une carte et je vois.
So I contact and align my unit as 50% in the flank.
Avant de le lancer, si j'avais posé un socle de zone, ça va. Alors, qu'est-ce que ça te donne, supérieur machin?
Rien, parce qu'il m'a pas chargé de front, mais c'était pour jouer une
Alors,
carte.
tu as plus un pour toucher, pardon. Je suis
Déjà
vulnérable.
Je suis déjà.
Je vais donc jouer une carte.
So you are vulnerable,
Je vais jouer
and
tactical
with my 2 tokens,
Donc je choisis un
I've got
effet.
+1 to hit. So I
je donne
play
encore plus
and
de
I play a
touche.
card, adaptative method,
Plus un pour
and
toucher.
choose to have plus 1 hit.
Plus une touche.
Donc ça te fait 7D, une touche à 2 plus, de critical et une touche supplémentaire. 7D, critical, voilà. Vas-y, t'as déjà une dé là-bas.
7D à 2 plus, relançable. Je vais relancer ces deux. Est-ce qu'on va chercher du crit? Donc ça me fait déjà 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oui. Allez. Ça me fait déjà 5 touches, plus une, parce qu'avec la carte 6. 6 et 3. 9.
9 saves, 5 up.
Je suis mineur.
Pour l'instant, ça te fait.
Je suis pas
mort.
You are vulnerable, so reroll your success.
4, 4, 4, 4. Comme ça, gros troll. Allez, Rob! Go for the trolling! Voilà. Just for one.
Je marque un point.
Well done.
Et j'ai le droit à une search force.
C'est ça.
Donc 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pivot. Mettre comme ça. Juste pour t'empêcher de pivoter. Et si tu ne vas pas pivoter là?
Si, on peut pivoter
Ah oui,
au-dessus
si,
d'un
si.
mouvement et tracer. On peut. C'est faisable. I will use Jacken on the backs.
I will play counterpart.
You don't have to. I will copy the influence of Jacken here. Put them there. And
Pas gentil.
remove the panic and heal through. Up to you.
Donc, I will use Varys, use the effect, make the free attack with the black guard for withdraw the wall.
I will use Sansa Stark on letters, removing my last order to get back a card, and get. Where is it? Swift reposition in my hand.
Je vais activer mes shots.
And play that.
Quelque chose sur le jeu. Ils vont faire une marche.
Un 9.
Et ils vont pivoter. Permettez que j'utilise l'outil magique.
Ok, ça me permettra juste de m'empêcher de l'autre.
C'est ce que je vais faire.
Sauf si je te charge.
Mettre comme ça. Normalement, tu devrais pas pouvoir poser dessus.
Sauf si je te charge. Activate. Move there. Charge. Prepare. 6. In the flank. We charge with the direwolf. Disorderly.
Là, je sais pas. Là, je suis d'accord.
4 up. 3 up. No rerolls. 3 on -2. 1. Okay. Panic test on 6.
Good. Là,
activate Rose Bolton, put it on the crown, and use the special rules on your sword.
3 touches. One, two, three. So, messieurs. Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire?
Activate my black guard on the declare charge against the sword sword. If they fall, the game is over.
Allez, on voit si la
So
partie
let's
s'arrête.
go. See it. Yes, 6.
Allez,
Alors, 6,
touche à
5,
7.
5, 5. 4 save. 4 save. 3. Panique à 8. Oui, il est sur le soin.
Panic test passed.
Donc tu perds 3.
Econ test, I lose control of the objective. You score nothing, I score nothing.
I was pretty confident that I will win this game on that round. It's not the case. A fucking flameman charge killed me Robb. So that you see when you have cavalry and it's very impactful of the game. And secondly, I do a mistake when I charge with the wolf, because I want to block the flameman to go point, that I do, but I don't have any longer the ability to score a point on the middle of the ground. And the flameman killed the wolf and fought. So, and the charge of the blood guard. So we are 9-6. I just want to score 1 point to get the victory, but it's hard. Hanging on the field.
I did it. I did it. He scored 0. Hey, Nicolas, look at this. No, it was very difficult. It was very hard. I think I take a risk on to plan a charge with my flagman on 3+. So when I can't fail. I not. I do it. I did it. Sorry. So I destroyed general. I think it was very hard for Chevalou to lose this unit. I think he don't see it. He play a card that he can shift to avoid the arrow. It was a good play. Then I are forced to find another solution. I did it. So now he must not be able to score 1 point. So too many things to do. Take the maneuver, take the attack, and take the wealth. This is the 3 options I need, and I don't know exactly at the moment which one I will play. I will think then. So see you next time. I think I will activate Vice. And I will place it on the maneuver. And then I will. I think I will play a retreat here. Okay. So 4. So they move
cover the objective. Activate the wolf.
Activate Roosevelt Button, go on the health and add 3 black guard to my units.
I will put all 100 here to put to influence them, put them weakened. And to draw 2.
Activate my black guard. I play a card, tactical approach. They got +1 touch and they attack the Swamp Sword.
7, combien c'est à 3 6. Même à 3. 6, oui, oui, ouais, c'est ça. Non, non, je sais. 6 DA, 5 plus.
I will force you to reroll.
J'en ai 2 encore, ça fait 3 touches. 2 morts, petit test à 8, il faut 2 morts. Bonne menace.
Sansa on the crown to do a test on the cutthroat.
Non, ils ont 7, moins 1 plus 1. 7. Ah oui. 2 morts. 1. Oui, 1 mort.
Activate my cutthroat. They move on the objective.
Et je viens me placer sur l'objectif. Le problème c'est l'horrifique visage. Donc 3 c'est très très rare.
Because of the horrific visage, I can do nothing, so I have to retreat just 1 inch backward.
Non, j'ai fait 10 que je suis parti à 2. Non, sur une partie comme ça, je serais assez. Ça me ferait la peine de voler de un pas ou deux. Bon, voilà. Fin du round. Non. Non, non. Ouais, t'as.
Jacken take the sword to do the arrow on the cutthroat.
The Jacken.
4 saves at 5.
2.
Ils ont des armures Terminator, les mecs.
Ok, donc j'en marque 2, donc je retire 1.
Moi, je marque pas. Alors, les flèches.
The arrows again.
C'est toi le premier joueur, donc si tu me fais pas les flèches, moi je t'en aussi.
4 again on the cutthroat.
2.
C'est pas le moment là.
Remember, end of store on turn 3, he scored 9, I scored 5. At the moment of the game, I think I lost the game. So I plan to avoid Nicolas of scoring any point. He don't have to score any point, if not, he would. So I do it. I do it. It was hard, I have to think about, I have to take many decisions, hard decisions, like charge with this flightman on 3+. It was difficult. But now, I am 8, he is 9, so I'm in position to win the game. So next turn, I can win with only scoring an objective, but for respect of Nicola, I want to play the game, because who wins is not important. I want to play the game, and yes, and I want to play the game, so I will do. I will play. I will charge if I need. I will destroy. I will try. Just play the game.
Here it is, last round. Hub area. You see, very hard. 3 wounds on the grey wing. 4 wounds remaining on this one sword against blackguards with -3, 9 test. Good. So my plan is just score 1 point. I can try to arrow down the cutthroat, but if he can heal with the purse, the well done. So I'm not sure it will be good, because 4 dice, 5 up, 2 misses. Okay. So I think I have to move Grey Wing away from the blackguards, not blackguards, the freedmen, and to threaten the rear of the blackguards. And maybe try to kill it, to block them. I have cards for charging, so I can reliably do that. And now, what can I do? It will be hard. I will play all 100 on the horses. On them. I will maneuver the wolf. Wolf, wolf.
Je vais activer Varys. I will activate Varys. Use the wealth to put back 3 men. Donc je soigne de 3 le cutthroat.
Jacken here. Influencing, copying the influence of Jacken here. And after that, arrow them down, please. 5. 5 up. 2.
I will use Rose Bolton and put it on the tactics. Then I will use his ability to change the effects, and you will suffer a panic test on your Swarm Sword.
Now it's time to see if the Swarm Sword are strong enough in panic test. Yes, they're good. D'accord. Activer les Swarm Sword. De toute façon, je ne vais pas taper, ça ne sert strictement à rien. Je ne vais pas charger, je vais juste me mettre ici. Slide, là, comme ça. Et alors, voyons si on gratte plus, il y a mieux. Je vais te mettre la face, je vais changer la face. Pour être sûr. Oui, c'est net.
It's in the face, straight in the front.
Et alors attends. Ça change quelque chose. Non, toi tu peux changer le front, prendre cette porte comme ça, ici, comme ça. Okay. I put my sword here.
J'active mes queue slots. I activate my queue slots.
Okay. So, I will activate my wolf. Woof woof.
Il te reste une activation, c'est ça, faire des flèches là-bas, ça ne tuera pas.
C'est ça.
Donc là, actuellement, on est à 10-10.
You win because of the number of points you have on the table.
So it lets you one activation. You will score 1 point, I will score 2. In this case, I will win because I've got more points on the table than you. I tell that I won't win without fighting, but my flagman is far from your wolf, and if I fail my charge, I will lose the game, so I think I will stay on the objective.
I will activate my blackguard,
Okay.
and they will charge your unit.
Yes.
If you roll a 3, you are disorderly.
Si tu es désordonné, tu deviens vulnérable.
4.
What is the use of that card? God damn it. Someone could explain, please?
I've got 6 attacks on 5 piece. Reroll. First 2, then reroll 4.
Il y en a 4.
Bon, par contre, ça c'est de la série.
That is a save roll.
Moi aussi.
Auto-pass panic test though.
So, auto-pass test.
À toi de jouer.
Alors on va essayer. Hop. Allez,
C'est tout ce que tu peux faire.
Bah oui, c'est tout.
Oh, je vois pas ce que t'attends.
Non, ça en fait 3. Donc tu peux... Parce qu'il va encore me sortir... Voilà.
Un 2 mort.
Donc il peut plus mourir. C'est ça. Il aurait fallu que je fasse 3, mais bon, il y aurait que 2 morts quand même. C'est par paquet de... C'est écrété à 2.
Donc, with my flagmen, j'active les flagmen. And they do nothing because they keep points.
Vous faites les effets de...
Ouais, ça suffira.
Et un, t'as 3 sauvegardes.
2 morts. 4.
4 plus. J'en réussis 2. Tiens. Voilà.
It's over. It's over. And the winner is the North. The good North.
From a Lannister point of view, yes.
Yeah. But very, very, very tricky game. It was awful for you and exciting for me because you win 9-5
Start of a run 3.
and 3 turns with no point for you. 3 turns with no point for you. It was very, very difficult. You're a very good opponent. Enjoy to play with you.
Thank you so much.
So at the end of the game, 10 for you, 10 for me, but I win because I have many points of unity, of combat unit on the table.
More than me.
Yeah, a little bit. It was a very good game, in fact. Enjoy it. Very good.
It was tough. It was tricky, you say. When I go to unit destroy, I go for tactical win instead of a military one. I know I couldn't destroy the Boltons, so I want to go on the objectives. And when I was 9-5, if you remember, said I will win, but no. No, and the 2 last turn I do mistake. The Swan Sword were pulled back too far from that black guard, and I don't have the 1 inch just to fall back and to keep control on the objective. So it was a mistake too.
Yeah.
And it was the first time for me in Stark. But it's good.
But it was the first time for me in a new neutral faction, so it's a good, very good faction. Tactical cards are good. You can do many things with it. And I think I ever play on tournament neutral faction. I think I will do again because it's a very good play. You have many things to do. Little bit disappointed by the Bloody Mamas. I think 5+ on armor is not good, in fact.
I strike you from the behind, from the bottom, with the wolf, with the arrow. It's logical that you die easily.
Yeah, but in fact, I want to play different unit for this first game on 2021 version. So I can replace this by a black guard. It was more efficient, but I want to test. So test is I have to play it again. In fact,
maybe another faction. Not
maybe.
neutral.
So a good game. Enjoy it. See you soon.
Salut la compagnie.
Théo.